All right, are we going to do the Woody here? So I don't know if you guys, I think it's time to do it.
Timing is everything.
Yeah, let's do it, because we have to move on to some of these things.
When
Well,
you get the Woody,
listen.
you got to use it.
Very good. Well, you know what? I'm a little upset because this is what it's come to in my career. I have to like hold my own Woody.
Here.
Holding your own.
I got news for you. I came to that a long time ago.
I'm walking.
Holding my
No,
own.
I had to walk in the studio holding my own Woody. I mean, can we just leave this guy
People
here
stare.
next time? I mean, what the hell? Okay, I don't know.
Just have him hanging over here.
Hanging is
All right, here's who we're doing here.
I'll hold
There'll be a Woody hanging.
Let me hold him.
This week's hold that Woody,
All
please.
right.
Well,
Nice Woody you got.
the Republicans are going to be a little upset, and you know how I hate to upset the Republicans. But this week's Woody goes to Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal. This week was supposed to be the coming out party for Louisiana Governor Bobby Jindal, his first foray into the national spotlight in hopes of replicating Barack Obama's sprint to the White House. But if we're going to stick with the track analogy, why not? Let's just say he stumbled out of the blocks. He dropped the baton, he jumped the gun, he hit the hurdle. Okay, enough of that, you get the picture. He blew it. The plan was to roll him out with the Republican response to the president's first address to Congress. Now, is it possible to kill a career with one appearance on national television? I called Joaquin Phoenix and he said, yes, it is. Yes, you can do that. First, Jindal, who's 37, looked and acted 17. If this was high school speech class, he would have fit right in and got a B. But following Obama's address, where the delivery was, I thought, one of his best ever, it looked like the Republicans were sending in the team manager at the end of the last game of the season, let him shoot one while the real athletes watched and cheered from the bench. Jindal was terrible. Let's face it, he looks kind of goofy. Now, there's nothing ethnic about that. The Slumdog actors, they proved how beautiful folks from India can be, but Jindal proved they can also be pencil neck geeks. Sorry. Then it came out that some of the hokey anecdotes he told about Katrina weren't true. He made them up. Now, why would you do that? You think nobody's going to check when you give a national address and you just make up stuff? So after this pratfall, he went on 60 Minutes. That was a little anticlimactic because no one was really thinking of him as the next president, but it contained this gem. He said that since he and his wife seem to be obsessed with rejecting all things that appear Indian, he changed his Indian name to Bobby. Now, he didn't do that because he was inspired by the courage and compassion of Bobby Kennedy. No, it was because of the inspiration of Bobby Brady.
No.
Yes, of the Brady Bunch. Now, that's not good.
Wasn't he the challenged one?
I'm not sure.
Yes.
I didn't watch that show, but when you watched him blow it this week, I could only think that when he was watching the wrong TV show growing up, all those lonely afternoons when he wasn't playing sports, he should have been watching the Andy Griffith Show. He would have had better, more sympathetic homespun stories to make up, and he would have cribbed a more appropriate name. So this week's Woody goes to the governor of Louisiana, Bobby Goober Jindal.
Oh, I was going for Opie.
No.
You knew he was going to go for Goober.
Gotta go for Goober.
I mean, I saw that
Or
coming.
Otis.
Goober.
No, I don't think he drinks. Did anyone see the 60 Minutes?
Or his T-Bass?
Gomer.
60 Minutes piece? He
No,
was not.
skipped it.
Oh my God.
How do these guys get in, Grant? That's all I want to know.
Well, he's got a very impressive
Woody.
background. No,
Wow.
he was
Now he does.
he was appointed to be the head of health service or something in Louisiana at age 24. And he did a good job apparently. And then post Katrina and post Louisiana corrupt politics, he just kind of took everybody by storm, so to speak.
People in Louisiana love him.
Well, they did, yeah, and
They love that last governor too.
yeah, they've had some real winners there.
Good.
Starting with Huey Long and moving forward there.
a lot of
Edwin
style.
Edwards, Edwin Edwards, who's actually said in a press conference, the only way they'll ever get rid of me is if they find me with a dead girl or a live boy. I mean, that's
And which was it?
Well, neither one. He was caught with some other criminal activity.
Oh.
But I don't know. This guy, he just choked. It was just absolutely unbelievable. So now that goes to
So moving on, who's the next
Overcoached.
coronated?
Well, I don't know. Well, here's the problem. So then the Republicans, the big